Hi guys, I am Mariana. Thank you so much for seeing this video. I'm actually talking about freelancing and entrepreneurship world. I'm from Venezuela, I speak Spanish, so please bear with me. I'm sure this video will be full with mistakes because this is not my native language. But some super cool guys from Reddit asked me to translate my videos because even though they are subtitled, they really wanted me to speak to the English-speaking population, so that's what I'm doing. I really hope this video is going to be super useful for you, and I'm sure that even though it's not going to be perfect, you are going to understand what I mean. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 3 myths that everyone faces when they're starting a freelance career. These are things that happened to me, and these are things that are probably going to happen to you. So I just want you to be prepared before you take on this amazing and super rewarding world. The first myth is about money and savings. So people usually think that in order to start a freelance career, you really need to have a lot of money saved. This is not necessarily true. And you don't have to think about this specifically when you're starting. Actually, only when you're starting. You cannot think about this as black and white. You don't have to give up everything you're doing right now and just go all the way into freelance career. Actually, what I recommend and how I started, do freelance work on your free time. Basically, after you finish your day job and on weekends, for example. This, of course, is going to take a lot of your free time. But if you're serious about starting a freelance career, it's a perfect way to feel the ground and to understand if what you're offering is going to have a good welcome from the clients. Well, what I would recommend is that you work at least 2 hours a day on your freelance career, and then on weekends, at least 5 hours a day. After you get some clients, after everything is running smoothly, as I'm sure it's going to be very soon, you can quit your job and come into this amazing, beautiful world. The second myth is related to that. It's about time. So a lot of people think you work as a freelancer, that must be so cool. You have all the time you want in your life to do the things you love. And I mean, I do love my job and I do things I love all the day because I'm working and I love to work, but it does not mean that I have free time. Actually, it's completely the opposite. When I used to work for companies, you work 6 to 8 hours a day and then you go home, you just forget about the job until the next day. And in that time, in that free time, you're really the master and owner of your time. And that's great because the thing is that on your company, you probably have a boss, and if something blows up, there are a lot of people that can take care. It doesn't have to be necessarily you. In this case, it has to be you. There's no one else. There's you and there's a client. The issue with this is that clients, when they're talking to the freelancer, they expect a sense of immediacy when they're asking for a request. And I'm not saying that you have to be a slave, and clients are going to understand that you take some time. But the problem is that you really need to be there for them. You have to understand that everything is for the client, and you don't have to be a slave, but you really need to understand that the relationship you create with the client, and when the client trusts you, is really the most important thing in order to be successful in the long term. The third myth, it's about earnings. So as a generation, we're different. I mean, our parents had it simple. They didn't think as much. I'm sorry, mom. And then basically what they wanted was go to college. I'm from Latin America, so everyone just had to go to college. Then get a job, spend 4 years behind a desk at a company that wasn't theirs, get to CEO, and then retire. This is not an approach that works anymore. Not for us. We really want to make an impact in the world. This is something that I think that defines us, and this is why there are so many amazing new ideas out there and amazing new young entrepreneurs trying to make things different in the world. And for a lot of parents out there, being a freelancer means being constantly unemployed, and that is not true. Actually, you even work harder than you would do if you were working in a company, and the reason is that you're working for yourself, and there's nothing more rewarding than working for yourself. So if you work for a company, you get a salary every, I don't know, month, every week. I don't know how you get paid, but you basically get the same amount of money at the end of each period. The thing is that you're not going to get more. That's what you're gonna get. That's your top. With the freelance work, you can get as much as you want because you are the one that is putting price on your hour or on your project. You can decide how much hours you're gonna work, how many hours you're gonna work, and then you can also decide how much you're gonna charge per hour or per project. You definitely have the power to decide how much of your time you're going to invest in your career. So basically, those are the 3 myths that we were going to explore today. I have a lot of other videos. They're in Spanish. I'm gonna keep translating them, okay? Then after I translate the other videos, I will start posting one video in Spanish and in English at the same time every week. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to my channel if you find it interesting. And I'm leaving a link to my social media channels below. You can ask as many questions as you want, but as I told you, I work as a freelancer, so bear with me. It may take me a while to get back to you, but I will definitely get back to you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.